A full face of makeup tips and hacks for beginners. Let's go. I'm actually not always like the biggest primer girl, but if you have any texture on your skin whatsoever, I am obsessed with this. This is the Cali Ray So Blown Blurring Primer. It really does blur and it doesn't pill on the skin. This is a definite yes. Next up is foundation. My tip here is blend it in as much as you can with your finger. The warmth of your finger will help it look way more natural, and then go in with a sponge. Make sure the sponge is completely damp. Literally run it under water, go like this, and then take a paper towel or a towel, wrap it around and kind of squeeze it out, and then just pounce it into your skin like that. Concealer is going to be all about not only placement, but actually my other tip is letting it sit for a little bit on your skin for like a minute before you blend it in. So place it here to kind of lift, and then I like to place it down the side of the nose like that. So I'm going to leave it for like 45 seconds to a minute before I blend it in. Then I just take the pointy side of the beauty sponge and I bounce it in like this. Leaving it for a little bit longer like that seems to up the coverage. For brows, obviously when you're setting them, you're going to brush them up, but actually to fill them in, I don't do this often. This looks so crazy, but you brush them down. This is my biggest tip. And then you just fill in underneath your brow, and then you go and push your brow back up over it, and it looks really natural. Then I'm gonna take my Got2b glue for the brows and just set them in place like that. Super easy, but it looks a lot more natural when you fill it in underneath the brow instead of like on top. Setting the under eye, very important. You're gonna take a little powder puff like this. This one's just from Amazon. I like to dip into the powder and then I tap it off on the back of my hand a little bit. And then I just press it as flat as I can into my skin. This powder is drugstore, by the way, and it's really good. But you can already see the difference. This just adds like a little bit more coverage, but it's super smooth. No beauty filter, by the way. That's the beauty filter. It looks crazy. And again, no beauty filter. My biggest tip for contour, obviously you do a cream. This one is Dibs, duh. But go higher than you think. I feel like most people put it down here and it just drags your whole face down. I like to do it significantly higher. I feel like it makes a big difference. And then I take it from the outside of my eye. I lift up and then a little on the forehead. And then I also like to take it down the nose across like that. See, look how lifted this side looks. It literally just pulls and snatches everything up. And then I take whatever is left on the brush kind of down my neck like that. By the way, the Dibs brush is restocking tomorrow. But I definitely think it's gonna sell out because we have like an almost 10,000 person wait list, so be ready. When it comes to blush, I like to load it up on the back of my hand like that. This is a Dibs sample that I'm hoping to get to you guys soon. And then I take it on the brush from there and I press it in on top of where I put that bronze. So basically I'm gonna go on top and then I make a nice little C shape up the side. Shit, I'm gonna run out of time. Okay, love you guys, like this and go to part 2.